sound funny, but it's true. It's called a 5 mile run. I run several times a week. And when I'm on my run, I think the best because I turn off all notifications. Uh, I don't have my phone with me when I run, and I come back with great ideas. And I've come up with almost every article I've ever written has come from a run. But yeah, it's like my place of solitude. Nobody can bug me. And I used to hate running. Now I like it. I've dropped about 50 pounds this year because of it, which I'm happy about.
Excellent.
But yeah, running is key.
Excellent. And congratulations on the weight loss there. That's awesome. I need to do that myself. So if you're describing at a very high level what your role is within your business, how would you describe that?
That's a good question. I would say that I run our sales side of the house. I run off my strength. I put all of our team is basically placed where their strengths are at, and everybody kind of stays in their lane. Everybody helps out when they need to, but my strengths are sales and marketing and graphic design. I'm really good with those things. And then everybody else kind of fills in the gaps. Everybody stays in their own lane. I guess we're very siloed when you're not supposed to be, but for us, it works very well because we're lean and mean, which is what I like. And I do everything. There's 0 jobs in the company that I'm afraid to do. If I believe you have to lead from the front and be able to do every job inside your company. So that's where I sit.
Cool. And then, so a bit of cat herding in addition to your particular gifts?
I don't really have to herd cats. The team is pretty incredible. The folks we have, they show up, they do work. I mean, we have a lot of civilians on our team, but they're generally, a little bit older, and they work really hard. And especially when you have a large remote team. We have some team that's based here in Portland with us, but for the most part, we have a very large assembly of remote folks. And for the most part, everybody gets their job done. There's no questions. We've had issues in the past. Those folks aren't with LifeFlip because, as much of a superhero as they claim to be, they ended up not working, right? Like doing their own thing. So you end up having to herd those people. It doesn't work out. I don't like micromanaging. Like, hey, just do your job. If you're getting paid, you should do your job. I think at the end of the day, that's just, I don't want to be an issue to anybody, so they should be an issue to me. When I was a consultant working independently, remotely, I once worked for a company that was based out of Israel. Talk about thousands of miles between you and your boss. You had to be able to work by yourself, get the job done. So I treat people the same way. Like, get the job done. You don't want to hear my voice. You don't want my mouth. Get your job done. So if I have to hurt it, but I still have to get it done, right? So the job still has to get done. You can't pawn it off to somebody else. So you get to get it done yourself. So that's why I, kind of lead from the front and do every job that's in there. Because the job still has to get done. So I'll do it myself.
Good deal. Fine. So kind of a trivia question here for you, bud, is what is something that most people don't know about you?
That's a good question. Things that they don't know about it. Crap. That's good. I don't know. Oh, I know what it is. I'll tell. I really like musicals.
You like musicals?
I really dig them. I like musicals, like, Moulin Rouge, and I love going to Broadway shows. So Phantom of the Opera is one of my favorites. So that would be my hidden secret. You can walk on. We're not filming. Sorry.
So kind of as our winding out question here, it's something I reserve for you since you're a Marine. I had this question for all of my jarhead guests that come in. So this is just for you, buddy. Since you're in the Corps, if you were to be a new color of crayon, what would that color be? How would you describe it, and what would its flavor be like?
I would be a new crayon. Wow. It's interesting because orange is my favorite flavor. But since I have to create a new one, I would be. Is it red? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I have to find a color, number one. I don't know, something off of like blue, off blue. Like, I don't know, like sky blue a color. Like, the color that's outside my window right now. Like, I don't know. That color. What was the rest of it? This is tough. Don't ask Marines what color to be. This is difficult. Damn. Whole time I'm going, if I say blue, the Navy's going to be like, haha, you picked blue. No, it's not. They wear green camis anyways. I don't even know. They have camouflage on their own ship now. I can see you behind the bush. Oh, shit. I would be some sort of blue. The flavor would taste like a blueberry. Yeah. And what was the other part of it? It was a three-part question, and I've got two of them right so far.
Well, it was pretty much just a two-parter. What would the color be? How would you describe the color? Because you kind of described it, and then what would what?
Like the sky, like the sky. I'm fascinated by. I don't know. It's probably another thing to answer the question you asked previously, which is things people don't know about me. But I'm a kind of a history geek, and I'm a huge geek of like planet Earth. I think when I was a kid, I wanted to be an astronaut. I grew up in Orlando, so we used to be able to see the space shuttle take off. So
Yeah.
I think that's why I look into the sky, because I'm always amazed. It's like, damn, it's like pretty cool that like outside there's a whole lot of other stuff. We're just a small fish in a really, really big pond.
So
That's deep. I know, way too deep. Like grabbing Marine, weed to tea smoking. But yeah.
So what big things you got on your horizon where people can run into you?
Let's see. If you're going to Orlando next month, you can run into me at the Military Influencers Conference. I will be there. LifeFlip is doing all the media and video production, and I'm speaking on Tuesday. Looking forward to that. Cortez Riggs is just something awesome. It's our second year. It's part of it last year. Proud to be a part of it again this year. And then I think I'm going to Clever Talks. Chris Soriano controls that. Chris, if you're listening, that's a subliminal hint to return a text message. No, I'm going to be there. And then I'm speaking. I have a keynote in San Diego October 30th. I'll be in San Diego, California. I have a keynote for a Veteran Business of the Year ceremony. It'll be pretty cool to get to present in San Diego. So I always love going to San Diego. I'll also be at Dreamforce right after Military Influencers Conference. So I'm excited for that. Oh, and in between all of that traveling, I'll be in beautiful San Antonio, Texas for the Jason's going to kill me the alcoholic beverage conference. I'm a judge with famous other judges like Charlinda Scales, and she's like my homie, so that's the one on the list. Charlinda will be there, and there's barbecue. Oh, and my boy Brian Jacobs will be there. I love that dude. That dude, like, notice I always pick food. You can tell I'm a former fatty because I'm like, hey, the food people will be there. Brian Jacobs and Charlinda, they're two of my favorite people because they always post cool food. You post food on Facebook, I will show up. You could probably put a message in the food and I'd listen. Like, yes. So there's other people who are there. Go check it out. But that's where I'll be for the rest of 2018. I probably will not be traveling past. I don't like to travel in November because the holidays coming. Airports get crazy, and I don't like being around gigantic holiday crowds. And then I spend a lot of time with my family, and we close out the year. A lot of stuff going on in November, so you'll probably catch me between here in New York if I have to travel, honestly.